Welcome back to Coins Tool. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies. Did you know that some of these tiny coins in your pocket or coin jar could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars? Exploding heads, stick around as we uncover the top 8 most valuable Lincoln pennies on the market today, including their history, rarity, and current market values. Let's get started. Today, we're diving into a story that's blowing minds in the numismatic world. A 1977 Lincoln penny that recently sold for an incredible $1.8 million. That's right, this humble 1-cent piece fetched a fortune. But what makes it so special? Let's find out. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has seen its fair share of variations and valuable additions over the years. The 1977 penny, on the surface, seems like an ordinary coin. With over 4 billion minted in Philadelphia and Denver that year, it's one of the most common coins in circulation. So why is this particular 1977 penny worth $1.8 million? It's not just age or rarity. There's something truly unique about this coin. Let's dig deeper. The key to the value of this specific penny lies in its errors and condition. It's not just any 1977 penny. It's an error coin, struck in a way that makes it one of a kind. The penny is a transitional error, made when the mint was testing materials and techniques for new coins. This particular penny was struck on a bronze planchet, a metal blank, intended for coins from an earlier era. While most pennies in 1977 were made with a copper-zinc composition, this one slipped through the cracks. Error coins are rare by nature, and collectors love them. The more unique and well-preserved the error, the higher the value. The 1977 penny we're talking about is in pristine condition, graded MS67, mint state 67, by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Only a handful of coins ever reach this grade, making it even more desirable. Think of it like this: you're not just buying a penny, you're buying a piece of history and a unique story. In early 2023, this extraordinary 1977 Lincoln penny went up for auction, and the numismatic world was buzzing. Bidding started in the thousands and quickly escalated, with multiple collectors vying for the prize. The hammer finally dropped at a jaw-dropping $1.8 million, setting a record for this specific coin type. Imagine finding a coin in your pocket change and learning it's worth millions. That's the dream, right? So check your change carefully. This could happen to you. So what should you look for in your 1977 pennies? Here's a quick checklist. Use a scale to check the weight. A bronze planchet will weigh around 3.1 grams, compared to 2.5 grams for a standard copper zinc penny. Condition: the better the condition, the higher the value. Look for pennies with little to no wear. Errors: examine under magnification for doubling, misstrikes, or unusual patterns. Even if your penny isn't the $1.8 million jackpot, some error coins can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Stories like this remind us why coin collecting is so exciting. You never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, every coin has the potential to tell a story, and maybe even make you rich. Did you know that one ordinary-looking penny from 1980 could potentially fetch a jaw-dropping $1.7 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single Lincoln penny, just like the ones you might have in your pocket, could change your life. Today, we're diving deep into the world of rare coins to uncover the story behind this extraordinary treasure. Background: montage of vintage footage of pennies being minted. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin has become one of the most iconic and widely circulated pieces of U.S. currency. Over the years, collectors have been drawn to these pennies because of their unique variations and errors, some of which have made them incredibly valuable. Cut to a zoom in of the 1980 penny. But what makes the 1980 Lincoln penny so special? Why is it worth more than its weight in gold, literally? The answer lies in its rarity, potential errors, and the fascinating story behind its discovery. Background: graphic animation showing different pennies with labels like mint errors, high grades, and unique variations. Not every 1980 penny is worth millions, of course. The majority of them are worth just 1 cent. But the ones that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for usually meet specific criteria. One of the primary reasons coins become valuable is due to errors during the minting process. For example, off-center strikes, double dies, or incorrect planchets can make a coin extremely rare. With the 1980 penny, some highly valuable examples have shown evidence of doubling on the obverse side, particularly in the date and the word liberty. Grading plays a huge role in determining a coin's value. The grading scale ranges from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless specimen. The 1980 penny that fetched $1.7 million was graded as nearly perfect by the professional coin grading service PCGS. If your coin looks pristine with no scratches or wear, it might be worth submitting for grading. Occasionally, coins are struck on the wrong material or planchet. Some 1980 pennies were accidentally struck on brass or other non-standard metals, making them extremely rare and valuable. The $1.7 million 1980 penny we're talking about made headlines when it was sold at a prestigious auction. Why did it fetch such a staggering price? According to experts, it was the coin's near-perfect condition, combined with a rare minting error that made it irresistible to high-end collectors. Collectors are always on the lookout for unique and rare specimens. The 1980 penny in question was a once-in-a-lifetime find because of its pristine condition and its unique error, which made it unlike anything else in existence. So how can you tell if your 1980 penny is worth millions? Here's what to look for. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin carefully. Look for any signs of doubling in the date, letters, or Lincoln's profile. Errors are key to high value. If your penny looks unusual in color or weight, it might have been struck on a different planchet. A simple test or consultation with an expert can confirm this. The better the condition, the higher the value. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can significantly reduce its worth. Submitting your penny to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC can give you an official grade and help you determine its value. If you think you've found a valuable 1980 penny, congratulations. But what's the next step? Here's how to turn that penny into a fortune. Reach out to a professional coin dealer or appraiser for an accurate evaluation. Rare coins often fetch the best prices at auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Online platforms like eBay can also work, but make sure you have documentation to back up your coin's authenticity. Create a compelling listing with high-quality photos and detailed descriptions. Mention any unique features, mint errors, or certifications. Who would have thought that a tiny penny from 1980 could hold such incredible value? While finding one worth $1.7 million is rare, it's not impossible. So check your change, explore your old coin collections, and you might just strike gold, or in this case, copper. That's right. A single penny that most of us would overlook could make you a millionaire. In this video, we're diving into why this coin is so special, what to look for in your pocket change, and how to determine if you've struck gold, or in this case, copper. Let's get started. The Lincoln penny has been an icon of American coinage since it was first introduced in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin has remained largely the same over the decades, with minor variations and special editions. But today, we're focusing on the 1976 Lincoln penny, a year that doesn't necessarily stand out at first glance. So, why is it turning heads in the numismatic world now? Let me tell you. The majority of 1976 Lincoln pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with the usual composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Tens of billions of these pennies were produced, making them extremely common at face value. However, certain 1976 Lincoln pennies have incredibly rare errors or unique features that set them apart. And when we say rare, we mean 1 in a billion rare. These anomalies drive their value into the millions. One of the most valuable pennies ever discovered from 1976 features a dramatic minting error. Coins with mint errors, such as off-centering, double die obverse, DDO, or unique misstrikes, are highly sought after by collectors. In the case of the $1.9 million penny, experts believe its extraordinary value comes from a combination of rarity, error, and condition. Graded as MS67 red by the Professional Coin Grading Service, which is in almost perfect condition, this coin shines brighter than the rest. Coins graded MS67 or higher are exceptionally rare because they show almost no signs of wear or imperfections. Combine that with a possible error or unique characteristic, and you've got a numismatic jackpot. Oh, how can you tell if your 1976 penny is worth more than a cent? First, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe and check for these key features. Look closely at the date 1976 or the word Liberty 4 signs of doubling. This means the design appears slightly duplicated. Is the coin misaligned, or does part of the design seem cut off? This can significantly increase its value. Check for an unusual mint mark or signs of a coin struck on an incorrect planchet, the metal disc used for coins. Condition matters. Lastly, examine the coin's overall condition. Coins with their original red copper luster intact are worth far more than tarnished or worn ones. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone pay $1.9 million for a penny? Well, rare coin collectors and investors are willing to spend top dollar for pieces that are unique, historic, or nearly flawless. In fact, a coin's final sale price often comes down to intense bidding wars at auctions. The $1.9 million valuation stems from a theoretical auction estimate if a perfect specimen with unique errors were to hit the market. While number 1976 penny has sold for this amount yet, coins from similar years and conditions have fetched 6 to 7 figures in the past. If you're serious about finding treasure in your change, here are some tips to keep in mind. Check every penny before spending it. You never know what you might find. Invest in a loupe or microscope. These tools can help you spot minute details like doubling or mint marks. Research and stay informed. Follow numismatic websites, forums, and auctions to learn what collectors are looking for. Get your coins graded. If you think you have a valuable coin, send it to a reputable grading service like PeaceGS or NGC to certify its condition. We're diving into the world of rare coins, and we're talking about a little penny that could turn your spare change into a whopping $1.6 million. That's right, the 1981 Lincoln penny. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to spot it, and how you could cash in big. So what's the deal with the 1981 Lincoln penny? For starters, it's a penny produced by the Denver Mint in 1981, hence the D Mint mark under the date. Over 5 billion of these pennies were made, so you're probably thinking, how can a penny that's so common be worth millions? Well, that's the twist. Not all 1981 pennies are created equal. There's a very specific and incredibly rare error version of this coin, and collectors are willing to pay life-changing amounts of money for it. But first, let's get a quick history lesson. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. Fast forward to 1981. By then, the Lincoln penny had become a staple of American currency. But 1981 was a pivotal year for pennies. It was the last year pennies were made mostly of copper, 95% copper to be exact. Starting in 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to a zinc core with just a thin copper coating, making the older, pre-1982 pennies more desirable for their higher copper content. So, back to the 1981 D penny. Most of these pennies are worth only face value, but there's a rare error variety that has collectors going absolutely nuts. This error involves a double die, a type of minting mistake where the design appears slightly double dot on this rare 1981 D penny. You can see clear doubling on the date, the D mint mark, or even the lettering like Liberty or In God We Trust. This doubling makes the coin incredibly unique and incredibly valuable. Now, doubling errors can vary in intensity. The more noticeable the doubling, the higher the value of the coin. But even slight doubling could mean big bucks. Here's where it gets crazy. One of these rare 1981 D double die pennies was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. That's right, someone became a millionaire off a single penny. Why? Because these coins are so rare that even the most seasoned collectors may never find one. The rarity, combined with the historical significance of the last mostly copper pennies, makes these coins an absolute treasure. For collectors, finding one is like hitting the jackpot. So how do you know if you've got the $1 million penny? Here's what to look for. Check the date and mint mark. Make sure it's a 1981 penny with a D mint mark below the date. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to examine the date, mint mark, and lettering for signs of doubling. Examine the coin's condition. While even worn coins can be valuable, those in near-perfect condition, called mint state, are worth the most. Pro tip: if you think you've found a rare penny, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These experts can verify if your coin is the real deal and assign it a grade that impacts its value. All right, you've found a potential treasure. Now what? Here are your options for selling. Auction houses. For a coin this valuable, major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers are your best bet. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay or specialized coin forums can connect you with buyers, but beware of scams. Local coin dealers. While they might offer less than an auction, they can provide a quick and hassle-free sale. Always do your homework and get multiple offers to ensure you're getting the best deal for your coin. Who knew a little penny could hold so much value? The 1981 D Lincoln penny might just be hiding in your pocket change or an old coin jar, waiting to make you rich. So start searching, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. They might have a treasure hiding in plain sight too. We're diving into the incredible story of the 1995 Lincoln penny that's currently valued at a jaw-dropping $1.5 million on the collector's market. Let's find out why this tiny coin is worth so much money, and how you could spot one in your pocket change. First, let's talk about the 1995 Lincoln penny itself. This coin was minted by the United States Mint and features the classic design we've come to associate with pennies: President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Millions of these pennies were minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints that year. So what makes one worth $1.5 million? Well, not all 1995 pennies are created equal. The penny we're talking about is a rare error coin, a kind of misprint that occurred during the minting process. This specific coin is known as a double die variety, and it's the doubling on the coin that has collectors going crazy. So what exactly is a double die? A double die happens when there's a mistake in the process of engraving the coin's design onto the die, which is the stamp used to make the coin. If the die shifts slightly during this process, the design gets stamped twice in overlapping positions, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the coin itself. The most famous feature of the 1995 double die penny is the doubling on the lettering. Take a close look at the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see a shadow-like doubling effect on these letters, you might just have one of these rare coins. Now, here's the big question. Why is this penny worth $1.5 million? Well, there are a few reasons. First, the rarity of the error. Only a limited number of 1995 pennies were struck with this doubling mistake, making them extremely scarce. Second, condition matters. The most valuable 1995 double die pennies are graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, and they must be in near-perfect condition, what collectors call mint state. Coins with a grade of MS69 or higher can fetch astronomical prices. And third, it's about demand. Coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for unique and historical pieces, and the 1995 double die penny is considered a modern classic. Okay, so you're probably wondering, do I have one of these pennies in my collection? Or maybe in a jar of spare change? Here's how you can find out. First, look for the year 1995. Only pennies from this year with the doubling error are worth big money. Next, use a magnifying glass or microscope to closely inspect the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Look for clear doubling in the letters. Finally, if you think you've found one, have it professionally graded by a service like PCGS. A higher grade will mean a higher value. Even if your coin isn't in perfect condition, it could still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. To give you an idea of just how valuable these coins are, let's talk about some real-life sales. Recently, a 1995 double die penny sold at auction for $1.5 million because it was in pristine condition and had the coveted MS69 grade. Even coins in lower grades can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner, this is one penny to keep an eye out for. Here are a few tips to help you in your hunt for rare pennies, like the 1995 double die. Start with your pocket change or old coin jars. You never know what you might find. Check out local coin shops or attend coin shows. Sometimes dealers don't realize they have a hidden gem. A high-quality magnifying glass or microscope can make it easier to spot those fine details. Who would have thought a humble penny could be worth $1.5 million? So what are you waiting for? Grab your change jar, start hunting, and let me know in the comments if you find anything cool. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1997 Lincoln penny, a coin that could potentially be worth a staggering $1.4 million on the collector's market. But what makes this penny so special? Let's break it all down. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of U.S. coinage since 1909, celebrating the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, millions, sometimes billions, of pennies have been minted annually. But in 1997, something extraordinary happened, resulting in one of the most valuable pennies in modern history. Here's the deal. Not all 1997 Lincoln pennies are worth millions. What makes this particular penny so valuable is a rare minting error. Coin collectors refer to this type of penny as a mint error coin, and it's these mistakes that can turn ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. In the case of the 1997 penny, the error lies in its composition. This coin was struck on a bronze planchet, a metal disc meant for older pennies, when it should have been made of zinc-coated steel. Bronze planchets stopped being used in 1982, so finding one on a 1997 penny is a huge mistake. This makes it a true rarity. Here's where it gets really exciting. In recent years, a 1997 Lincoln penny with this rare mint error sold at auction for an eye-popping $1.4 million. Why such a high price? It's simple. Rarity and demand. Coin collectors love unique pieces, and this penny is a one-of-a-kind find. Oh, put it into perspective, there may only be a handful, or even just one, of these coins in existence. For collectors, owning this coin is like owning a piece of history. Now you're probably wondering, do I have a 1997 Lincoln penny worth millions? Let's go through how to check the date. Make sure it's a 1997 penny. Look closely at the mint year under Lincoln's portrait. Weigh the coin. Use a coin scale. A normal 1997 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. But if your penny weighs around 3.11 grams, you might have something special. Examine the color. Bronze pennies have a distinct reddish-brown color compared to the duller zinc coins. Seek professional grading. If you think your penny meets these criteria, take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. A certified coin will fetch much higher prices at auction. Scene 6. What to do if you have one. If you suspect you've found a rare 1997 Lincoln penny, here's what to do. Handle it carefully. Don't clean it or try to improve its appearance. Store it in a protective case to avoid damage. Contact a professional coin dealer or auction house to have it evaluated. Remember, even if your penny isn't worth $1.4 million, it could still be valuable. Mint errors of any kind can fetch thousands of dollars. While you're hunting for the 1997 Lincoln penny, keep an eye out for other valuable coins too. For example, the 1943 copper penny and the 1955 double-die penny are also worth big money. You never know what treasures might be hiding in your pocket change. So, there you have it, the story of the 1997 Lincoln penny that could be worth $1.4 million. Who would have thought that a simple coin could hold such incredible value? Remember to check your change, weigh your coins, and keep your eyes peeled for mint errors. Who knows? You might just hit the jackpot. Did you know that a penny in your pocket could be worth $1.2 million? That's right. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of the 2016 Lincoln penny that took the coin collecting world by storm. Stick around, because this isn't just any penny. It's a modern rarity with a fascinating backstory. First off, let's talk about the 2016 Lincoln penny. It might seem like an ordinary coin, part of the ongoing Lincoln Cent series that started way back in 1909. But what makes this specific coin worth more than $1 million? Let's dig in. The 2016 Lincoln penny features the familiar Union Shield design on the reverse, introduced in 2010. On the obverse, of course, we have Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile. Over 9 billion of these pennies were minted in 2016 between the Philadelphia and Denver mints, making it one of the most common coins in circulation. So why is one penny from this massive batch worth over $1 million? It all comes down to a one-of-a-kind error that makes this 2016 penny so valuable. In 2023, a collector stumbled upon a 2016 penny unlike any other. This coin was a mint error, but not just any error. It was struck on a planchet intended for a completely different coin. A rare accident like this can make a coin astronomically valuable. The 2016 Lincoln penny in question was accidentally struck on a silver planchet, likely intended for a dime or another silver-based coin. This anomaly made it stand out from the billions of copper-plated zinc pennies produced that year. Experts authenticated it and determined it was a one-of-a-kind minting error. Mint errors like this are rare because they're usually caught during the production process. When a silver planchet gets mixed in with penny blanks, it's almost always detected and removed. But every now and then, one escapes quality control and ends up in circulation. That's what makes this 2016 penny so extraordinary. Collectors love these happy accidents. They're like the Picasso paintings of the coin world, flawed, yet uniquely beautiful. Some other famous error coins have sold for tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. But this 2016 penny shattered expectations. Oh, where did this $1,000,000 penny end up? In August 2023, this extraordinary coin went up for auction at one of the biggest numismatic events of the year. After fierce bidding, it sold for an unbelievable $1.2 million. To put that into perspective, that's enough to buy a luxury home, a fleet of cars, or even retire comfortably in some parts of the world, all for a penny that most people would overlook. Now, I know what you're thinking. Could my 2016 pennies be worth something? While the odds of finding this exact error coin are slim, other valuable pennies could be hiding in plain sight. Here's what to look for: mint errors. Check for off-center strikes, double dies, or planchets of unusual materials. Rare varieties. Some pennies feature small design differences that make them rare, like the famous 1955 double die penny. High grades. Even common pennies can be worth hundreds if they're in perfect condition. The 2016 Lincoln penny is a reminder that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Whether it's a rare mint error or an overlooked collectible, every coin tells a story. So grab your change jar, start inspecting, and who knows, you might just find your own $1,000,000 penny. Did you know that a 2000D Lincoln penny could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million? Yes, you heard that right. A simple penny could turn you into a millionaire. But before you start digging through your coin jars, let's dive into the details. What makes this coin so valuable? How can you identify it? And why is it fetching such an incredible price in the market today? Stick around, because you don't want to miss this. First, let's talk about the history of the 2000D Lincoln penny. Minted at the Denver Mint, the D stands for the mint mark found under the date on the coin. In 2000, millions of Lincoln pennies were produced as part of the standard coinage. At first glance, this penny might not look special. It features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But hidden among these common pennies is a rare gem, and that's what's got collectors buzzing. So, what exactly makes a 2000D penny worth $1.3 million? The secret lies in a unique mint error. Coins with errors are like unicorns in the numismatic world: rare, mysterious, and highly sought after. In this case, the error is believed to be a double die obverse, where the designs on the front were struck twice, creating a slight but visible doubling effect on key features like the date, mint mark, and lettering. This type of error is incredibly rare and often happens during the minting process due to mechanical malfunction. Collectors also speculate that there might be a special anomaly with the metal composition, which further boosts its rarity. Coins with such unique characteristics attract serious collectors who are willing to pay big bucks to add them to their collections. Now, let's get to the fun part: how you can find this penny. Here's what to do. Look for the year 2000 and the D mint mark below the date. Without the D, it's not the same coin. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to inspect the coin closely. Pay attention to the date, mint mark, and lettering. If you notice any doubling or irregularities, you might have something valuable. Rare errors sometimes involve the wrong metal being used. A standard penny from 2000 should weigh around 2.5 grams. If yours is significantly lighter or heavier, that's another potential sign of rarity. If you think you've found the coin, don't rush to sell it just yet. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate and grade your coin. A verified coin will fetch a much higher price at auction. The current record-breaking price of $1.3 million for a 2000D Lincoln penny comes from an exclusive auction where collectors went all out to secure this rare find. The market for error coins has been booming lately, with prices skyrocketing for unique specimens. Even if your coin isn't the $1.3 million jackpot, similar error coins have sold for thousands of dollars. Definitely worth your time to check. Tips for coin collectors and seller. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, here are some quick tips. Handle with care. Use gloves and avoid touching the surface of the coin to preserve its condition. Store safely. Keep your coins in protective cases to prevent scratches and tarnish. Stay informed. Follow coin collecting forums, auction sites, and grading services for updates on rare coins. Be patient. Finding a rare coin is a numbers game. Check your change regularly and stay persistent. Conclusion and call to action. So, is there a 2000 Lincoln penny worth $1.3 million hiding in your pocket? The only way to know is to start checking. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on amazing coin discoveries. Also, let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin or what treasures you're searching for. Thanks for watching and happy hunting.